I got some Baby Yoda pajamas. I found these Baby Yoda pajamas at Costco. Let's go try them on. Anyways, cute, right? With the little snowflakes and everything. I am not much of an impulse shopper. I went to Costco this day to just get a rotisserie chicken, but they planned that store out and they know exactly what they're doing. They put the $5 rotisserie chicken all the way at the back of the store, so you have to walk through the entire store looking at all the amazing things just to get where you're gonna go, which is the rotisserie chickens in my case. But I walked past this pajama set and I could not say no. And I have zero regrets about that because today we're doing a Baby Yoda Disney bound. Also it's made out of my grandma's curtains. She always had these heavy green curtains hanging up in her house, and when we remodeled, I took the curtains and turned them into this. And now it's about to turn into a Baby Yoda outfit. So, I don't want to keep you waiting. In this house, we craft in pajamas. Let's get to it. To make this dress, first I had to harvest these green velvety curtains from my grandma's house. We're remodeling, and there's no way I was letting these babies get tossed in the trash. Then, I'm using the trusty rose bustier pattern from Daria Patterns to make the bodice. I say trusty because this is like the 20th time I've used this pattern, and at this point, I can make this bodice on autopilot. Like, I don't even need to be driving this plane. The bodice basically makes itself. I will link the Daria Pattern store down below, as well as a detailed video tutorial for how to make it, because this video is not a tutorial, it is simply me sharing my process. If you learn anything from watching this video, that's on you. If you've been here for a while, first of all, hey, how's it going? And secondly, you might be thinking to yourself, hey self, haven't I seen this footage before somewhere? Am I having a deja vu-ic episode of sorts? Has my entire life been a lie? And to that I say you might need therapy. But I also am 100% reusing this green dress and all of its video footage from my Grinch cosplay. Tap the linky thing in the upper right hand corner of this video to go watch me make this exact same dress but into a Grinch costume. And why am I recycling an old crusty dusty dress into a new spangled cosplay? Well, one of the things that brings me pure joy is when stuff comes really easy. And I want to cosplay Baby Yoda. I already have a green velvety dress. It is in fact the very one you are watching me make at this moment. And initially when I made this dress, I kind of wanted to use it for a plethora of green color schemed cosplays. I already have plans to make it into a Poison Ivy cosplay and maybe a Lady Loki cosplay, but like a cupcake dress version of Lady Loki, hear me out, I could make it work. My point is, we don't need a brand new outfit for every event. Making and reusing, recycling and repurposing our clothing time and time again is a great way to get more wear out of your work and more bang for your buck. Don't feel like you can't rewear things just because other people have already seen them. Who freaking cares? If I have it and I like it, I'm wearing it. There is this iconic scene from the Lizzie McGuire movie, you know, the one where she goes to Rome and becomes an international pop star sensation. And at the beginning of the movie, that mean girl Kate Sanders goes, "Lizzie McGuire, you are an outfit repeater." Don't be Kate. Also, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I highly recommend the classic 2003 film, The Lizzie McGuire Movie. It might be on Disney Plus. I really don't know. I have the DVD. You can borrow it from me whenever you'd like. But back to why I wanted to repurpose this dress into a Baby Yoda Disney bound. I have this vision of Baby Yoda through like a cupcake core selkie dress inspired lens, where Baby Yoda, or Grogu if you want to be weird about me saying Baby Yoda, is this like cute poofy dress wearing green wig person thing that wears stompy boots and just kind of does whatever they want. And that's really my vision for this project. I liked the idea of doing a Disney bound instead of a cosplay. It was kind of intriguing to me because it kind of opens you up to more options and silhouettes. I do have a few notes on this green dress. Because I made it out of my grandma's curtains that had definitely been hanging in her window for 40 years, they kind of have some sun damage and a little bit of discoloration. But I'm not mad about it because on one hand it's not super noticeable, and on the other hand, isn't Baby Yoda Grogu a little swampy? Like, remember how Yoda is out on Dagobah living his best life? The swamp scene really suits their specific space species. So a little wear and tear, or grime if you will, only adds to the experience. As a final note on the dress, if you want a supercharged poofy hemline, get yourself some horsehair braid. You just sew it in the hem or whatever it is that you want to poofify, and it does its job and then some. For Grogu's ears, I decided that in the spirit of versatility, I was just going to make a headband with EVA foam. This was my first try, this is my second try. I think this one's too small and points too far down, and this one's too big and still points too far down. but this one's more promising, so we're gonna try and go with this one. First, I patterned the ears with some paper, and then when I got a design that I thought would work okay, I went ahead and cut it out with EVA foam and my X-Acto knife. Once I had the left ear, I traced it and cut out its right ear counterpart. A little heat gun action helped with bending down that ear fold, and I squished out a little bit of hot glue in there just to secure it. Ideally, I would have used contact cement, but the hot glue was closer in proximity to me, so that's what I used. A quick rummage through my little paint bucket produced the paint colors that were good enough to paint on some details. I will openly admit that painting is my crafting downfall. I have a hard time holding the paintbrush the way I need to hold it to produce the optimal effects. Part of that is because I don't practice very often, and the other part is because I broke my wrist in a freak arm wrestling accident in college, and then my best friend had the audacity to eventually marry the guy who broke my wrist. But honestly, I'm not mad because he's a really great guy, and they're really good together. Plus, it really was a freak accident. Also, I have chronic pain and my hands get tired. Painting has never been one of my fortes. I'm not mad at these, but they're not very good, so don't look too closely at them. I'll be real with ya. Actually, looking at them through the camera, it's very obvious that I need to like shade this line in a little bit more, so maybe I'll try and do that. No promises, it might end up just looking worse. I think I'd like to take a painting class this summer. I just made it substantially worse, and now, to make it even, I have to do the exact same thing to this ear, otherwise I will not be able to live with it. I'd rather have two similarly ugly ears than one decent ear and one ridiculously ugly ear. You know what? I know they're both bad, though. I'm just gonna keep going. From a couple feet away, they're not the worst thing in the world, but up close, they are so ugly. These are as good as it's gonna get. We're going with it. Unfortunately, I couldn't find my clear headband. I could only find this black one, so it's just gonna have to work. And we are back at it with the hot glue gun. Again, there are other materials I could have used to secure the ears onto the headband with, but there's no shame in being a hot glue gun warrior. It gets the job done, and this is all for fun anyways. A green wig and a sweater completed the look.
This is the way.
Yeah, my nephew has a Mandalorian outfit, so obviously I had to ask his mom if he could come hang out for the afternoon and do a Star Wars themed photo shoot with me. My friend Molly let us come over and take pictures with her cool disco setup, and for some reason in my head, disco and Star Wars go hand in hand. After the photo shoot, we went to the soda shop to get victory sodas, and we took a few more pictures inside. Are you having fun? The most fun of your entire life? This is definitely what I would consider a winner of an outfit because it's simple and fun, and because it's all just one color, it can function for multiple characters. Like I've previously mentioned, I originally made this dress for like a Grinch themed outfit, and it totally worked for the Grinch, like a very casual Disney bound Grinch, but I can see it working for Poison Ivy, the Joker, maybe a Lady Loki styled cosplay with some armor or something, but pretty much any green character, I've got it down with this outfit. I think honestly the thing that makes it the most Yoda-like is the hair and the ears. I really can't speak to my own foam working abilities. I have a lot to learn when it comes to working with foam, and when it's cold outside and I can't get outside and like spray paint or Dremel, I kind of just do what I can, and this seemed to work just fine. But yeah, not too bad for being made out of my grandmother's curtains. For many years, I looked at those curtains and thought, I'm gonna cut those up into something else one day, and I finally did it. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. More videos are on their way soon. And in this house, we craft in pajamas. I didn't think I was gonna be able to pick you up.